Yeah.
Why is it that we are getting rid of the Queen, the King, right? And the Constitution that they gave us. But every time we're going to make a move of our own, we have to revert to the Constitution that is now is a problem in the first place. But we have to now break up all of the things them in relationship to that Constitution. Why we can't just come up together and just say, all right, we don't want that, so we could just vote with the people and vote for it. If they want it, them don't want it. But why we have to revert to this Constitution all the while?
All right, so here it goes. Them have this document which making a Buckingham Palace April 1962 in our one little corner room in the back palace. So she makes sure say she was on every aspect of her life in the Constitution. And them say them deeply entrenched certain clauses. That means it deeply protected. It can't change unless you do A, B, C, D, and G. So that is what happened. To remove the Queen of England and the King, Charles, our son, then make sure right in that document that it can't just change. So we have to have go parliament, it wait for 6 months, and then after that it finally go to a referendum and we vote for it. Then said.
All right, suppose you don't do that. Suppose you don't do it and change it.
A man can come and say, he will challenge the change we make, and it go to court and the judge say, it's not properly changed, so it's the change throughout. So it's when you get a contract, come give me muta. You can't just come out of the contract, so I have to show you how to
me know.
Right.
Yeah.
Constitution is a contract between the government and the people, where the people never draft it. People never draft it, imposed power. Good.
So the logics of the contract is based upon for the colonial masters rather than what we say as right or wrong.
Yeah, 1962, how much people could I read and write? So you have a population where never get informed, never reason like you, never have no muta them time there for say with it. You understand? People just have a little whole radio fusion and push things down people's throat, man. You know that?
Yeah. All right. Tell me now the difference between executive what is an executive president? We know as them say vote for the election is vote for by the state.
Kind of president. One that have power and one that is just ceremonial. Him not no power.
Yeah.
Him
like the Governor General.
Yeah, him put on the colonial master old clothes and in the sit up. Yeah.
All right.
Another one.
All right. I know I've come.
So the president of United States, you vote for your power. Yeah.
Yes. All right. We know of countries. I've been to countries where you have a president and a prime minister, like Ivory Coast. If they have a president and a prime minister, what is happening in that case? Why them have a president and a prime minister?
All right, them have a president because them have to have somebody who swear in the prime minister. You understand? Him is the man who swear in the prime minister, the real ruler. And when him swear, him go back and sit down. And the prime minister.
So how them figure out the prime? So why is him choose the prime minister?
No, the electoral commission say, hey, the man come first. And him have to follow them and say the man with the majority come first. So him have to do it. But you have a time in Trinidad, you have a time when the two party them tie in Trinidad, same amount of votes. Yeah. And the president now, him have to determine it. In Australia too, the president they determine who will be the prime minister and him never go with people. It was unfavorable. So some of that's the time when the when the governor general have power, after the election, him say who going to be prime minister, because you can have 4 political parties.
You have 2 in Jamaica where comes here. All right, the two party them is in favor of a ceremonial president. All right.
So them say, you sure after them say? They want ceremonial.
The two of them, the two of them.
Yeah, because they want the prime minister to have enough power, don't it?
The president.
the reason why when you have a ceremonial president, it gives the prime minister more power. Prime is just a figurehead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ceremonial, like the governor general.
Yeah, him just there shake hand and kiss beauty queen and all them things.
Yeah. Eat up the whole pot food, like circle food.
Yeah.
All right. The people them on the road, them hearing all of this talk about president. What else is it that going to trickle down to the people them that the people them can't see benefits from it other than changing this and changing? But you don't even know if anything I got different in the scheme of thing. But what is it that the people them can look forward to in a republic?
Yes, right. Good point. The first thing, it have a self-esteem element in it, because when Charles and his son and Harry and all of them come here and we have put out red carpet for them, it's a self-esteem issue, you know, because them don't look like we and them are the head of the country. So I think it have a symbolic thing where the Prime Minister look like the man in our apple tree stand up, him look like we. We're not in a body, we don't look like we. Especially when them predecessor you say slavery. So I support cutting off that tie. No, you say, where's the benefit? No, the benefit is we're going to look on the Constitution and say where we want tonight. And what I think to me say should I tonight, muta, is trial by jury for serious case. We don't want to judge alone and try people for serious case.
So you have to move the Privy Council from England then to do that?
Well, all right, that's another big question. You know, say you have some man who will want to keep the Privy Council same here, Charles Court. A Charles Court that, you know, some people want to abolish the monarchy and keep Charles Court.
Yeah.
But remember, you know, it's strong out there, you know, muta. Man like you and some rebel man and thing, me, we don't want nothing to do with them people, you know. But you have man out there will believe that the Queen thing, same way, and the King thing, you know. You know that, you know.
Yeah. Them fees the Jamaican will get buyout.
Yeah, them not feel no way for 5 white judge in the Privy Council and determine them fate. Them say, boy, you know, go about stop and hear some people say, me don't like work for black people, you know.
Of course.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing, muta. Same thing.
Yeah. All right. The people them who's doing these things now, the what them call them, the committee.
Yeah.
We're not seeing them really. All right, it's like how when the COVID did about, and every minute you hear upon the radio, must go take your vaccine and that. Yeah. We not hear the intensity of these ads, but we hear the woman there say, by now and the end of the year, them supposed to seal up this argument about the president. Right. Yeah. So why we not hear all of that at the people there?
This thing is so serious that at least in my opinion, at least a year and a half to 2 year worth of public consultation supposed to going down before we say where we want. But this thing they're on a fast track. You know, when a car pass, you can't read the license plate. The thing I move fast. So somebody have an agenda. But Muta, you don't know. Everybody jealous the Barbados run out there before a week. So it's embarrassing the leader them in the Caribbean.
So they want to do it quick now. Yeah.
So they say, Lord, we look bad. We supposed to be the vanguard of the Caribbean and little conservative Barbados Republic. So them shame. Me know that.
Yeah. And now them I try catch up.
Catch up, yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
So
all right.
You know,
what is...
Now you know, them genuinely gets no Charles thing and King thing here, brethren. Them just embarrassed.
All right. In a republic, you see, what is the outcome of these two political parties? How them fit into the whole thing?
Same system. Same political system when it comes to the party. No different. It's not going to be different, brethren. Same thing.
No, but when them are elect now, for the president.
Oh, well, them are work out now, say, who going to choose the president? Because remember now, Muta, after the president... I don't say, because, you know, Republican in America... Let me tell you the formula. The Prime Minister chooses after consultation with the leader of the opposition. That's the same old formula you get, because the Prime Minister going to do it. The only thing is, when him choose John Brown as the president and him lose the next election, John Brown continue to be the president.
Okay. Yeah.
Prime
yeah, like
him have what them call security of tenure. You can fire him, the president. So.
Oh, like permanent secretary.
You have to live with him once a prime minister chooses him. And sit down there until him old.
And all right, a while ago, I just read something by Marcus Garvey. Where all the president and him family accountable for corruption if them come. And Marcus Garvey said them should be punished by death. Oh, you see that? Well, maybe you're not talking about the by death thing, but oh, you see the argument of the president and him family give accountability to the state. Oh, you see that?
No, I agree with that. He's being paid by taxpayers. Him can't just go up on him own. There must be what them call checks and balances. You see that in the America now, them have the big judge them up there, them find out that them man with money, them put them in them aeroplane and give them things. The corruption is easy to come out, with money people, you know.
And that Marcus Garvey said.
That man did pick Aki up a King's house and he got prison, you know.
Yeah, a dozen Aki.
Yeah, and King's house.
3 months.
Yeah,
3 months him get. Yeah. And the governor general don't know around it, so.
What you say?
He don't know around it, so the place, the governor general don't know around the party at the place, you know.
No, and the Aki them for
Yeah. A man go around there all the while go pick Aki, but them catch one. Anyway, all right. So you are saying, you would have give 2 years to consult with the people them. Yeah,
me feel so to go Hanover, St. Elizabeth,
Trash it out.
Town Hall, the people can be heard.
Yes. And them not doing it now. Them not doing it now because them go to Mobile the other day. Them not do it now.
Mobile for a little meeting. Much man come out the road at Mobile. Don't get some place, a bad place. I'm afraid to go to that place then.
You're afraid to go to Mobile?
Yeah, man, they might be, look out them really good. Man, countryman never afraid to come at town. Then we're not afraid to go down there.
Then why you not pay me for bodyguard down there, man? Hey, tell you go over here, tell me, man. Big yard down there, man. Hey? Them say I come through with muta, them say, am I right?
Most time people want police protection, now we have muta protection.
Yeah, no, are you me talk about it, no people, are you me talk about. All right.
Oh, me.
So, all right, so we are relate now the president, I say president, executive president over the other kind of president where these two parties are declared that them are work with.
Yeah, you choose him. Big point.
And now we are talking about now referendum for choosing.
Yes.
And then you're going to have a whole heap of other So why them not have the election then when them do it and put it on there?
Yeah, you choose him. Big point.
And now we are talking about now referendum for choosing.
Yes.
And then you're going to have a whole heap of other So why them not have the election then when them do it and put it on there? Like America. Like for instance, them say abortion upon the voting thing. Like gun thing upon the voting. Why them not do that? So why them not do that in Jamaica?
Well, the other day them say them not keep the local government election. Why them never keep it and put on the ballot the same referendum?
Yeah. Because I think say all of these issues where we are talking about should have depend on one referendum. So you tick off where you agree with and
but I know
X off where you don't agree with.
Muta, is not what makes sense that eventually come out.
Yeah.
It makes sense, but it maybe not serve them.
Them not going to do it. Anyway, give thanks, brethren. Give thanks, you know.
Man love, man. Bless up.
Yeah, man. Blessed. Yeah, that bird Samuel attorney of law. We always call upon him, but yes, the thing I get grippy. I get grippy and sticky. But we want the people them take a stock away I go on. That is really why we do what we are doing. So now, for the thing I get grippy. I get grippy and sticky. But we want the people them take a stock away and go on. That is really why we do what we are doing. So now, if we just figure it out and not only that, but go to your own information source and find out what it is all about. You understand? Okay, here we go. Easy. E-Z-E. Easy. Easy means king. Chinyelo. Chinyelo. C-H-I-N-Y-E-L-U. Chinyelo. Chinyelo means given by God. Killan. Killan. K-E-L-L-A-N. Killan. Killan means powerful. Powerful. So that's Ado, A-D-D-O, means king of the road. Easy, E-Z-E, means king. Chinyelo, C-H-I-N-Y-E-L-U, means given by God. And Killan, K-E-L-L-A-N, means powerful. Female names. Abini, Abini, A-B-E-N-I, Abini. Abini means we asked for her and we got her. Nice name that. We asked for her and we got her. Abini. Abirash. Abirash. A-B-E-R-A-S-H. Abirash means giving of light or shining. Abimbola. Abimbola. A-B-I-M-B-O-L-A. Abimbola means born with honor. Amarachi. Amarachi, that's so like an Ethiopian name. A-M-A-R-A-C-H-I. Amarachi means God's grace. So that's Abini, A-B-E-N-I, Abini. We asked for her and we got her. Abirash, A-B-E-R-A-S-H, Abirash means giving of light or shining. Abimbola, A-B-I-M-B-O-L-A, Abimbola means born with honor. And Amarachi, A-M-A-R-A-C-H-I, Amarachi means God's grace. My sister in them we go right town and who used to support with on a fiver. Them love Celine Dion. We declare say she did pass so well. Declare say she did pass so well. People is worried about Tina Turner. Iris, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I hear you. Yeah, man, I hear you, man.
I said we got the program last night, them clip there. Guan.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I have to list it back.
Give thanks.
I have a 19-month old and I go write down all of them little things there and put them in them room. All of them little clips there again, write it out in some mark.
Yeah, man, of course.
Highlight them and place them on the wall. So when they wake up a morning time and see it and before them go in bed at night.
All right, sir. We got it.
Because those things are short and spicy and people have short.
That means that the program will work, man. The program will work.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, it's a go on, man. So I have to go listen back last night again, but I did have to call you today. Mira man, sir, the Prime Minister blew the job. You know? The Prime Minister blew the job when him get to do, so me I say that's funny, you know? But
May I hear you? Yes.
Yeah, man, come on down them guys, they go to them bed, go sleep at night time. You know, me don't know them sleep at night time. You know? Cause me, like me I tell you every day, me think about Jamaica.
Well, you see, him not do the job in him bed, you know. Him not do the job in him bed, so I don't know.
Yeah, but me,
so, even if him blow it outside.
Yeah. But me as a muta, me have my responsibility and my work, me can't do it. Me resign. I just saw me think. You see me? But I
no, well, him not think say I do something bad, you know. Them not think say them I do nothing bad.
Them just indiscipline, man. But
we have a jump up on the philosophies and opinion of Marcus Garvey. We that can't save we as black people. You see me? TikTok and everything that I got save with.
Of course.
But I have to shout out myself, you know, because this weekend I have celebrate my big 5-0, you know. So I'm not with on this weekend. Happy birthday to me.
What?
See me? Because the big 5-0 me are jumping up. For the weekend, yeah. You understand? The big 5-0.
All right, I'm going to tell you happy birthday. I'm going to tell you happy birthday too.
You see it? And the whole of his things, so I go wish me happy birthday. Fireball, Starry. Hold on to big up on yourself. Harville. The Shotbird. Run Move. The whole of them are listening to the program. And I hear some man that stop listening. Every week the man them listen to Muta. I mean the man them are debate the other day. So I'm Muta out of Jamaica. Every week the man them are listening to But I saw it go Muta. I mean I tell you keep our energy.
Yeah.
But you keep our energy, man. I mean I tell you say
well, you know, we're gonna play a birthday song.
No, I'm not going to hear it, you know, because I'm a YouTuber, so I'm not going to hear it. But, you know, my friend them will tell me, because my friend them are listening.
Listen over your phone, man. Listen over the phone. Listen over the phone.
Yeah, man, I'm not hang up, man. I listen, man. Big up yourself, Mutabaruka. You're the real general. You're the real general.
All right, sir. Yeah, man, give thanks. Here we go now.
One love.
Here we go. Yeah. And cash pot draws. Here we go.
You know, say all them politicians love blood and water to so whether like them other people are favor.
Like what you talk about?
Man, the thing, man, them know them are praise and want to like them just do a favor, them never must do what them supposed to do.
What the last one you talk about? Which one them do that the other day?
All of them, Mr. Tufton and the government and the little thing they end up on the island, then praise them, you know. All of them in that. So, I said, let them make the work speak for itself, and I make people give them the praise. If there's any praise for them.
Yeah, that may I say too. Yeah, man.
Definitely. You know, you know anything about government red tape?
Well, them have a whole heap of red tape, you know, go right round the island. Which part of them you talk about?
No, man, specifically, economically, not deal.
No, you have to be more specific, man.
Yeah, man, specific, that's them can.
A whole heap of the people who go to school have to walk, come down the road. If go up on the bus, or them have a taxi come for them up the road. So the reality is not that them going to pay $100 to go up on the bus. But them have to pay the taxi man to carry them go to the bus. What a judgment. What a judgment, Rasta. And the King of Portland now tell you these things, you know. No, the King of Portland now tell you that. He must tell you where the bus are going to charge $100 upon the bus. When the bus them now come up here, so. When I say yes or no, I mean like all which part of me live here. A pure gravel and dirt and a big hole in the road. When rain come like my house surrounded by a river. It's a serious thing. So them are going to retrofit the bus them to suit the Jamaican road. But them never include that when them that tell you about how much this a cost and how much that a cost. These politicians, man, me I tell you, them always come up with something to make you get vexed. Conducive to love and understanding. Especially now in Jamaica. When you find 250 guns in your, what them call it, container them, are coming to Jamaica. Something deeper than where them I tell we, I go on. Something deeper. Years ago, when we long highway, the Minister of National Security, he used to say, him intelligence show him say, at least 200 guns coming on the island every month. And that are 5 years, more than 5 years before COVID, him said that. I'm keep repeating it. So if female intelligence insurance say 200 gun every month, at 12 months make a year, 5 till that 60 months, that you multiply 60 by 200. Where all them gun there? And then now come put 250 gun more upon it. Who is planning what in Jamaica? There's nowhere. All them gun they can come in Jamaica and somebody now plan something. How am I going to get you that them gun there? Who am I this person gun them to? And who know about these guns? Them say gun killing gone down, but gun killing not gone down because the police them take over from the gangster them and shoot the gangster them and shoot whosoever them want to shoot. And at the same amount, them a kill. Who is doing these things to make put where them a put over here? Plastic. The gun them still there, you know. You know, you nobody a kill, nobody shoot. Well, shooting still a go on, but not like first time. But no happen to the gun them, you know. The gun them not sure we see, you know. The one them who have the gun them still have the gun them, and more gun a come on top of the gun them. Where them gun they there, who are bringing the gun them, oh we not here now. Wanna get old for all them whole heap of gun where them a find a airport and whole heap of gun them whole heap of thing them a find gun in, you know. Them a hush like we prefer here so them catch the gun them than a kill people. Me prefer that. Me prefer them find the gun them than kill people. We see all of the things them where we hear say illegal. Wholly pie not get solved. The man when name the one who say the headmaster at JC, his name is Reed. We don't hear nothing more about him again. No, we don't hear nothing more about him again. We sit down in the yard have fun. Like a house arrest thing where all them friends them come and drink liquor every day. Yes. You know, you're not more about that. The maritime money. Want to them all them big scandal there. A scandal, and pay scandal, and another scandal. Want to Mr. Bolt money. Want to Mr. Bolt money. And when I just say Mr. Bolt, but Mr. Bolt are the one who look like it affects Jamaican people more than everything else. How the youth don't get back your money, or get some of it, I don't know. How things just go on, so without solving, or not solve. All you hear now say, the government have give almost hundreds of keys to hundreds of houses. And even though you don't see, you say nothing now go on. Enough. No, they are dangerous to the rest. I hear the Prime Minister of the radio and say, no, whole bunch of people are talking about nothing now go on. Well, you know, if them not see what you are telling them, they're going to say nothing now go on still. You see them put up some little matches box house and give the people, man. Every time you give somebody a key, he have to take picture. Take picture. Thousands of pictures he must have now. Whether he might put pit somewhere, water somewhere, give people key to somewhere, and the people them feel glad, good. Because when you don't know better, you just don't know better, you know. You know, see, if you live in a squalor, and a man bring a less squalor house come give you, you just say, boy, I'm give thanks, and say, I'm not live in a squalor again. Just so it go. Politician, seriously, carry the people them have care. We'll take a break and come forward. Break.
ABC Electrical Sales.
Everybody hear about we go on this, so. You think them don't know? The big boy, them know what happened. So how them know say 2 man at the plane? And get for reports say 2 man at the plane. The plane there. Who have the plane now? Who have the plane now? What I'm saying, the whole heap of cocaine with them finding at the what them call it now? The big truck will carry money. Mobile, them find the truck long a mobile. And hold up on the driver. Oh, we not hear about that. What happened to that? What happened to the whole heap of drugs where them finding a rockabessa? All them things that we not hear nothing about. Nothing. So make sure you say walk with the water. Very important part of the thing you know. Walk with your water. I don't know how much people are telling you this, but I make sure you say I tell you walk with the water. Make sure so when you buy the water, you throw it at the jug from the plastic that you don't have to buy will heap of plastic. Forget the water because the plastic is a problem. The plastic bottle is a problem. I don't know what they're going to do about it, but the plastic is a problem. We are talking about the things them with them uncover, but it's still cover. The gun them, the drugs them, people them who bring in the drugs. These things is hidden from the masses of the people them. And then the government come now and them tell you this and them tell you that, and the opposition them, all them can do are oppose. And they will put out specifics in them what they will do if they should win the election. All them do is talking about we're wrong and opposing. I mean, them name opposition still, but oh gosh, man, there's enough opposing for serve beyond the election. We need some serious conversation. I want them to go have the debate again. I want them to go have the debate because the debate is something people want to hear from the two parties them. But we're in a election mode, you know, and you turn on certain station, man, you can't get tired of listening to the same thing from the same people them. And the thing we know is a bus thing. The bus thing I take center stage on certain radio station. And every minute you hear the king of Portland attack. And him attack. When these people not in power, they have the biggest conversation. And when them in power, you see them tell you, say, people are talking about nothing now go on. The people are going to say that, nothing now go on. But them know, say, them things are going on. Well, the people, they must know, say, things are going on for them. That is the conversation. It's not that people, it's not that nothing now go on, but nothing now go on for them. The people, them still recognize that things are going on, of course. But all them big skyscraper where go up, you think the normal Jamaican can go in one of them go set up office or live in it. That's why them say nothing now go on, you know. And not true them not say the road, them highway, you know. Them say the highway. The highway lead to a dirt road. Things are going, but the people them want to see the outcome of what is going on for them. That is important. You go around town and know every little corner have a skyscraper go up. Yes. Touch the sky like Babel. Taller than Babel too, because Babel never so tall. And we read in the Bible about God confused the people them. That's why them talk different language. Because them have build tall building. So when we say about them building there where I go up here now, I'm not see them. Them building are tall like a wall. You can't even hold up your neck and see the top of it. Yeah, you can't hold up your neck and see the top of it. One day Waterloo, there's something I tell you, man. Every time I look on the building, I say, wow, Them really a go up. Them really a go up. But we see the building them. Undoubtedly we see the building them. But, because there's always a but, who going to live in them building there? Is it the normal person? Is it the people them who, when election come, them go get coaster bus and them go get taxi and jump in it with all sort of thing and get little chicken back and little this and that or whatsoever them get, a boom or an energizer or whatsoever. These people who jump on the side of bus and full up the bus with the old piece of cloth them have a hole out through the window. And them not now go on, them say something not go on, but it not go on for them. And when the election done, it's still not go on for them. So when the people them say not now go on, the Prime Minister have to know what they mean when them say not now go on. You think people are idiot? People say enough things are going on. Enough things. Electricity, JPS, no a problem with the government and all them really. Like I said, enough of them things. Alright, sir. JPS are government things, you know, but they are going like enough of them things, you know. For them things, I never tell you, they are going to switch this and switch that. People still are string up light. Them say certain things, road a patch up. But the road with them depend not now patch. That's why them say not now go on. You think you can't go tell a little man in up in the bush them say enough things are going on, you know. Look how watch it, look how the road looks smooth now. Enough things are going on, you know. The road, the water all right. Every Monday, me not no water. From me live up here, every Monday, me not no water. Why is it that the water have to go on every Monday? When you come in Sunday night, Monday morning, no water till Tuesday. What is causing that? I want to say, from me live up here, me talk about years. What is causing you to not have water every Monday in our area? And that we are talking about when you say the people them say nothing now go on. Because me live in our area for almost 2 decades now. And from me live up here, every Monday the water no come back. The water no come back until Tuesday. Then nothing now go on. Nothing now go on, Master. Because that's not supposed to happen. In a so-called modern times, according to them, Jamaica is a modern place and no one. We are in a certain Caribbean island and this a firm say we is #1 in this and this a thing say with GDP is that and all that something there. But not going on. You could have talked a little more, say the people them say nothing now go on and something now go on. Something now go on in your eye. Because you have bank accounts and small amounts and big amount and all of your friends them around you can change them car every month, 2 months or whatsoever. And them are open this up building and them are buy land, yeah, so buy land, so the people that have the money for buy no land. That's why them say nothing now go on. What is the mantra? Your mantra is that people are saying that nothing now go on. And me I say to the people, me I say to you, that when me look on the people them, nothing now go on. The people them will pack up arena for listen to no, I tell lie again. Them people there, when them take them bus and go home back, are the same situation them go in after September. Same situation. So when you hear them say nothing now go on, don't take it like say, who I say that? Like, yeah, one boy on the radio named Muta, you know, every time come on the radio, I talk about nothing now go on. You think people are idiot? No people are no idiot. Look on the road. Look on the road. One to them garbage truck where them say them get and all them something there and things are got different. Me no see nothing different since them get the garbage truck them. So me go follow the people them and say nothing nah go on. Me follow them and I say nothing nah go on. Because with all the argument, but just like how the brother talk now, the king of Portland, the king of Portland talk about how when the bus them come, this and that, and you go and have, you can track which part your child there, and you go and track which part that there. And some whole heap of talking them attack. And the people them feel good now, say yes, at least me know me pick it there now if I'm not up on the bus or not. At least $100, wow. Yeah man, we can give them more money for lunch and all them something there. More money for lunch. When you go buy the lunch to rotted. Where you go buy for your lunch? Where you go buy for your lunch? That's why them say nothing nah go on. And that if you look on the same people them we are jumping at coaster bus and carry go listen to and talk and a cuss one another. And one of them Lego bad word on stage. If an artist did do that, him get charged $2,000. If me accidentally flip my mouth and say one of them word there, you hear them write the radio station and attack this and attack that. Nothing not going on. We're going to take a break there with you. So 2 weeks ago, them have a film festival down a Black River. And we will take part tonight. Now, we are drive come up from the festival to go back at the hotel. Because the lady who put you up say, she did have a hotel book, but she don't want to go at the hotel there because too much people there, so them are going to make nice. So she put you in a one way more conducive to our kind of mindset. So she put you in a hotel. So we are drive go up at the hotel now. We see the road black. When we look, it's a session. A keep near the hotel. It's a politician session. A keep. Him know who and them know who keep the session down there. Brethren and sisters, I kid you not. You see, when we're going at the hotel, we see the tourists them sit down outside after 2 o'clock we reach up there in the night. When me hear me can't see why people are talking about them want to say turn off, because this station and no music, The man them who play, not only that them play the music distorted, but the man on the mic and make more noise than the music we play. Me the man play a foreign tune, And I couldn't believe it's the same tune when I play all the while. Pure distortion I come out of the box, And the people them sit down outside, so we go join them now, them and say, boy, if them didn't know, so I guess them did that stay. Them would have find another way. And guess what? Most of them just come in off a plane early on in the day and want to rest. And them a show we say, me ask them, so to call the police. Them said, are you useless to call the police because the police now come. A long time them did it. And me I tell you, say, I'm sorry for the people them, but I'm sorry for myself too. Because I couldn't sleep neither. I couldn't sleep neither. The man them play some distortion. I'm saying distortion, some humming or something. And not only that, them decide them are going to bust fireworks. Fireworks. After 2 o'clock in the morning, them are going to bust fireworks. And me I tell you people, it's like torture, man. It's like torture. Now, the politician brother who keep that show there, me I tell you, say, them should have strip you naked and whip you. Yeah, man, them should have whip you, man. Because pure agony. The people, them just come in, want to sleep. Me want to sleep because me just come in too. And a pure noise. When I say pure noise, me not talk about no ordinary noise, because I don't far from it today, and next door. And the more the music they started, and the more the people, the DJ hype up the people them, and the more nice and make us know. That's where that is where that. Where you call that? Where you call that, Rasta? Because even the man them who make them music, you know, if them hear them tune there, they will say, wait, I saw them play my music. Yes. Because that's I know music you listen to. And nice you want to hear in your ears. And a pure nice. Because all them have to do, you know, is play the first part of the tune where them know the song. And then the people them start singing the next verse. So them turn up the set. It's a terrible thing, man. Terrible thing. It's a torture at highest level. And the thing is that I see 2 police cars come in front of me, you know, and I say, oh, whatever must go around them because the road kind of narrow because traffic there on the 2 sides of the road. The policeman stop and I buy, what they call it, you know, the jump on them, jerk. I buy jerk. I don't know if I poke or jerk, what's in my buy. And him block up the road more than anything else. No, that's a Jamaica is not a real place. Jamaica is not a real place. There's nowhere in the world that could have happened in our next country. Nowhere. I mean, I talk about a festival with Black Up Road, you know. I talk about the sound where come from the venue. That is what I talk about. Where them claims say music. That is not music. That is distorted noise. That is like them drop bomb in there and ready to explode, and it explode. Terrible, man. I just advise that, you know, because the politician know him be, because somebody tell me say him keep it. What the politician for long there? I do a host, you know, but I not call him name. I not call him name, you know, because it's terrible, man. Terrible. When I say no people in the venue, no car out the road, people are selling all sort of things from long line of people are selling things. And what happened, it's still aware that a man have him own set out of the road under him tent to play. Him not listen to where I go out there. So, him have him own little set. I'm not telling you, say, it's a soothing thing for listen to the set outside. Yeah, because we are going inside. There's some, I don't know what kind of people them listen to them thing, the rest of that serious thing. We're going to take a break and come forward. We'll talk to Mr. Linward Fulton, food safety and food security. So when you hear we again, we're going to talk to Mr. Linward Fulton. All right.
Sesco, for all your electrical, building and generator needs, check Sesco Limited and stay connected to the industry's preferred source. The time by Sesco, the industry's preferred source is...
The time is 15 minutes to 4 o'clock. We're on the stepping razor. We want to talk to Mr. Linward Fulton. Mr. Fulton, you there?
Yeah, man, me there right, yeah.
Good time, give time. All right. Well, here this come up regular now from the other day. I don't know if it's through the election or come up and all them here about food security and food safety. In the interpretation, I know he's a man who is involved in a whole heap of things. You know, the former president of JS and all these things. But when the government say food safety, what do I talk about?
Well, it should mean that we have enough food here to feed ourselves without importing food. So the difference between food security and food safety is that food security is a thing that if you have the resource, the money, and the institutional support, you can get food. Institutional support means through food for the poor, FAO, and these organizations can give people food. And you can get sufficient food, like even in Haiti, they might have food safety, but they don't have food security. Now, the only country in the region that have food security that can feed themselves is Guyana. But Jamaica, if you're going to put it in US dollar term, we are 1.6 billion, not million, billion food insecure.
So
because we are importing
more than we should have import.
We are importing $1.6 billion worth of food for a little Jamaica.
All right, so what is it that the government is doing to alleviate that whole importation of food? What them doing?
The first thing they are doing wrong, they are using the best agricultural land to build houses.
Yeah, they might use the flat land to build houses on the inside.
And that is irrigatable to build houses where they could go and maul and go dig down with bulldozer and build the houses.
Yeah, build the house on the hillside and plant on the flat land.
On marginal land.
Yes.
So they are doing that. They are doing that wrong. The second thing they are doing, they have thousands of acres. Sugarcane used to take up 300,000 acres alone. So more than that amount of land, probably 500,000 acres of land lay idle about in Jamaica. Most of which are owned by government.
Yeah. So why is it that we now plant rice like first time in our Westmoreland? Why rice is a thing where everybody in Jamaica can eat every day? Why Jamaica
I
now?
only believe we could do rice here. But there are other things that we could expand. Our dasheen, our cocoa, our yam, our sweet potato, our cassava to get the carbohydrate. And we could do the same for the various vegetables.
But we import enough rice, you know. We import enough rice. We get rice from Guyana and all those places.
We import enough rice.
But why we not, since Jamaican people eat enough rice, why we not planting the rice? We have the land. We have the land.
It needs a government policy to do it because, you know, Jamaica farmers are small farmers. But if you secure the right land that can be irrigated, because rice need water. It's a grass type that need water.
Yeah.
And those are the things that we need government to do. Instead of on platform every day cutting ribbon.
Come on! That's it. So rather, right? You rather do the agricultural thing or individuals farm them own thing? What is rather?
Rather is supposed to be the major extension delivery arm. And I have the privilege of being a CEO in RADA for 3 years.
And what you was doing there? What you was doing? What you were doing? What you was doing there?
Well, I was the CEO, managed the entire program to get the officers to train all our farmers in Jamaica and to get the ladies to do homework, to teach homemakers and ladies how to use breadfruit or any other thing in all the farms that it could be used. Yeah. And this was to prevent them from eating imported food.
Yes.
And that's the intention. When you look at a breadfruit, when you are well trained, you see it roasted, you see it fried, you can turn it and make a sort of salad with it, and you can do all kind of things with that salad. Use, if you want to use saltfish or red herring.
But the right breadfruit can make juice too. The right breadfruit can make juice. Like
yes, man, breadfruit make a lovely punch.
Yeah.
Very delicious punch.
All right.
Make chips.
All right, what may I try to find out from you, see? As a big man at the RADA place there, the RADA when you talk about food safety, if we are talking about food safety, we have to know where we are eat and when the farmer them are put in where we are eat. Or is it that so much unprescribed poison are come from America and find it in Jamaica and rather are distributed and don't educate the people them who apply the food about the dangers of using these chemicals and all these things? How come on?
I'll tell you one thing. RADA is a government agency.
No, but you said Jamaica Agricultural Society, RADA. You're part of RADA.
Agricultural Society is a membership organization that is supposed to be independent of government. But recently, and I'm writing an article right now on it, recently the government have actually taken over RADA and use it as their water boy or their footstool. When the JAS, when the JAS was up and properly running with president like Rudolph Burke, Willie Henry, who is the father of Maxine Henry Wilson, Percy Broderick Sr.
Yeah, so how long ago that was?
Those were like 50 years ago. But
with that, how long ago you was the president?
Well, I was president 2013 to 2000.
Yeah, but 2013, them still did bring in the poison to give the farmer them.
Yes,
so
but
it was under your thing too.
Control the importation. The importation is controlled by import license granted by the minister and the PS.
So what the Jamaica Agricultural Society have to do with nothing? What them have to do with it? Them just
the Jamaica Agricultural Society is a membership organization to lobby for the welfare of farmers in the same way Jamaica Teachers Association.
Yeah, there are the welfare we are talking about, Mr. B. We are talking about the welfare, and if you is the president of that welfare, and the people them who are planting food do have a clue about these pies who are coming at Jamaica. You don't think that the Jamaica Agricultural Society should have a program where help them and show them how to use it or don't use it at all, because some of them is illegal. Some of them think that when they put on the food illegal in another country.
It is, but they can hardly do better because pests will eat down their crop. And to do the organic farming for food safety, it's a very expensive venture too.
So it's not safety then, it should be called food safety then. Because if you say if it's too expensive to do it, that means that the food not safe.
Well, there's a lot of food we eat which should be tested for residual effect, because when you are importing the food, they test it abroad. If it has in any chemical which is poisonous, then they dump that. But that should be done for everything in our market here.
No, Mr. B, I wish by live, brethren. The roundup dump in Jamaica, not dump in America. You know what people, you know what company
it's a cancerous chemical.
Yeah, but it coming in Jamaica, they not dump it in America.
They dump it in America and have been paying billions of dollars in lawsuit.
And them said it come out Jamaica, was it there Jamaica?
Yes, but those chemicals, you have to get a license from the Pesticide Authority, which is a part of the Ministry of Health. And from what I know, they have banned that chemical. So maybe it's coming here through the back door. But the Roundup is one thing. The thing which is in there is a chemical called glyphosate, which is in many other weed killers, but they have brand names that you know.
Different brand, yeah, but you are say if them start to go organic, it's all too expensive, so you just go and poison the people them.
No, well, no, not really. What I'm saying,
not really.
Roundup is banned. I don't think Roundup is here now. And what I am saying, we need a system for all the food that are going to our parochial market to be tested randomly for residual effect. And anything you find with residual effect, you ban it and you warn that farmer that and train him to that he will stop the practice.
But that me I say, but you say you can't do that.
Know, you know. You only know the farmer when you get his food.
Mr. B, I talk to you the Jamaica, the farmer, president of the Jamaica Agricultural Society, you know. And I say, during your tenure as president, when me I talk about now, did exist when you did there. So when you tell me now, say, them done test it in America and all them places already. Them things don't hold no water, you know. Because all them are tested in America, them won't give American it. Because them have strict measures to decide we're going at the food or we're not going at the food. But that's why American meat can't go a certain country, you know. Australia and them places, them not allow American meat. But American meat will reach at Jamaica. And if the thing the mommy I talk about will reach at Jamaica, and it's still reaching to Jamaica. And nobody's making no move to it because they must say food safety. What is food safety?
Well, that problem, and I agree with you 100%. Rest with the government of Jamaica not to allow to grant import license for those things. One. Number two, to set up their own quarantine, which you have a quarantine division here, to expand it. And you have a food safety division here too. To use them to randomly test every food in a coronation market. And anytime you find excess residual chemical in them, you trace it back to that farm. Tell that farmer that you can't sell no more of these food.
Boy, you should have go on the farm instead of going to the market. At the farm, you should have go on. You close the gate when the house gone through.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know because we must use some chemical.
No, you know, we are talking about the chemical them where the company them have lawsuit billions of dollars because them find out they give them people them cancer. And it come on Jamaica that we are talking about.
We're not using those muta. We're not using those.
Oh, we're not using them. Them there in the store, them a sell. Them a sell the farmer, them have it as spray upon the food.
Well, that chemical is a weed killer, you know. But it needs a government decision to ban all chemical with glyphosate in it. Because the active ingredient is glyphosate. But you might come here and buy a chemical with a brand name, named Tara or Cocoa or whatever. But the active ingredient is the same ingredient will cause the cancer.
But we know that. That matter about.
That is a prerogative of government to block these things through the pesticide authority.
Yeah. Anyway, we have to move though. We have to move. Time up here. You're supposed to come on 10 minutes before and it get a shortening time. We have to move. Thank you very much still.
Thank you for having me, man. And
yeah, man. I want to talk to you again still, you know, because you exempt yourself from where I go on, but you did there when it go on and still there I go on. I
exempt myself, man. Maybe get some blame too. But the government itself have to work with you.
Yeah, okay. All right, sir. Give thanks.
The big man them in the system.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Lenward Fulton, him saying the past, what them call it, former president of Jamaica Agricultural Society. Give thanks. Give thanks.
Yes, man.
All right. Yes. And as we talk about, as we're going on one rapid.
The time on IRI FM is?
The time is 1 minute past 4. I know so this is the time when we have the People's Court deal with defamation and false accusations. What you can do about false accusation that is placed on you. And I really want to ask if the government can take carry the citizens to court if them accuse them of certain things. So we have a guest here, Natisha, I hope I've called her name right. Natisha, she there? Hello?
Hi, I'm here, Muta.
Oh.
How you doing?
We're there. What? I tell you, say, Mommy, I see no place nowadays.
But me don't know why you never see me for a long time.
Me never see you for a long time.
You never see me.
I don't want to get myself in trouble. Anyway, here we go. All right, this lady have a bachelor of degree in history and bachelor of law degree, both from the University of the West Indies and Keyville campus. Respect, watch a man, etc. We can't go over them long thing there, right? If you never have all of these things, won't call you. So you know. We want to talk about dealing with defamation and false accusation.
Yeah,
what is defamation and false accusation? What you decide says defamation?
Yeah, because, when I'm preparing for an interview in the people's court, I really have to bring it to the people level, right?
Of course.
So I want to kind of level with the people about their reality. So let's start by saying that defamation, by definition, happens when one person shares with another person information. And we say one person, but it can be in mass. Information that is untrue and may cause damage to the reputation of someone else. So defamation can happen through spoken words, traditional media like the radio and newspaper, as well as electronic communication like nowadays we have social media. So companies also, businesses and brands, can be defamed in much the same way as an individual. What I want to bring to the attention is that like how you have criminal law, defamation falls under the law of tort, which is a civil wrong. Now, the tort of defamation aims to protect a person's interest in his or her reputation. But before we even dive into the different ways in which one can be defamed and all those things, the legislative changes, because the laws changed since 2013, and I will get to that, and also diving into the remedies, it should be noted that this, what we call the tort, in particular, is legally controversial because it kind of reflects a tension between what we know to be our individual rights to our good name and with constitutional rights under our constitution. Jamaica, as highest law is the constitution, and therefore we want to always be able to balance the rights that we get under our constitution, so to speak, under any other right that is given to us. So usually, when we're talking about the balancing of this good name, persons want to say to you that, yeah, but I have a constitutional right to free and open discussion on matters, especially matters of public interest. When we go into the past defamation conversations we've had, given that social media is, in the sense of defamation, is a new construct, we know that in Jamaica and in the wider Caribbean, we have various ways where the tension play out. So, in the political sphere, we know, however, that even now, we're having a lot of controversy where people say things and have to go into court to prove it, etc., etc. But the media houses, traditionally newspapers settings, were the main targets given the branches of defamation. How they subdivided defamation under libel and slander was what would have caused, for example, a major thing like a libelous charge versus a libelous claim against you versus a slander claim. And we saw in, for example, Cayman Islands, in one of the cases, Bodden and Bush, 1986, where Chief Justice Summerfield was outlining how problematic, if I should use that word, journalist's role is in all of this, and that in his quotation, a journalist is always going to be embroiled, for example, in the rough and the tumble of the politics, because when politics is happening, a journalist is going to have to report. What are those protections? And so they will have these defamation suits filed, especially when libel was a problem. I'm throwing out words like libel and slander.
We kind of understand it. But let me ask you something about defamation, you see?
Right.
If you say something against the government publicly, like you say, them say them have fix the road up there, so and them not fix it. And them come and tell you, say them fix it.
Right.
And you assure them, say, but it not fix. Is that defamation that you have to lie upon them?
Wait, because really you're going into a kind of a terrain now where we want to determine how defamation manifests.
Yes.
So you use that example, for example, to all right, I'm saying something, but it is what are you saying, right? And
not
then
so them a tell lie, them never fix the road.
But be reminded that you have also the defenses. So let's go through determining defamation, right, for you and your audience. So determining defamation, the guided principles would be, especially in the realm of social media where you go there, go post something. It's not say a newspaper or your radio where they can also sue the company. Say it's an individual. You go and you post something about a road that you say, boy, the government a lie. In determining whether or not this is defamatory, one, you may need to ask yourself the question, is the information in what you're saying factually incorrect? So you're going to make sure, say, on your merit, on your basis, the government did say that they're going to fix the road. You go up there on the road and fix. So that's one. Would the post or the comment that you make lower the reputation of the government in the estimation of the right-thinking members of the society, coupled with the first prong, which is the information factually incorrect? Yeah. The third thing is, would the comment that you make cause others to shun? So you see that there's a follow-on to the first, second, and third. And finally, which I believe goes to the root of what you're saying, would what you said expose the government in this regard to hatred, contempt, and ridicule? I find that it's not so difficult in proving, because some of the times persons can use the defense afforded to them under the new Defamation Act, which is, for example, truth. A first defense, when you say those statements, is upon the back of, is it true? So you can say, well, I can prove that what I'm saying is not true. Go and go look on the road, And so material is it. So the defense of truth can succeed if you prove that the imputations, what you said, were true or not materially different from the truth. That's one. The second is that I know here you said that you're a muta, right? And me go repost it and say, the government will tell life to say, muta said this, that, and that. I, as another party who never start the conversation, can then say, well, I pretty much publish it because Muta did publish it, but then what they're trying to say is that when you do this defense called innocent dissemination, it requires that you prove three things. So it's a proving thing, because remember now, we're balancing your constitutional rights. You can look out for the public good against my reputational harm in the minds of the rightful thinking human beings in the society. So I'm going to say, well, I publish this merely in the capacity of a distributor, right? So I'm a subordinate publisher to you. But this has to be further interrogated to find out, one, that you neither knew or reasonably have known that the matter was defamatory, right? And that my lack of knowledge was not due to any negligence on my part. So in all of this, I also have to exercise due diligence, and it comes back to some of us just going out there and posting what we feel like and resharing and tweeting, right? So the final one would be, is it a fair comment? This applies if the statement was a comment on facts within the boundary of fairness on a matter of the public interest. So clearly, it's a government matter. Clearly, it's a matter of public interest. But is it a case where I am making this statement on fairness? Did the government say, for example, that I'm giving the public 6 months to fix the road, and you go up there in month one and then start to post that, boy, the government don't do what I'm supposed to do? You follow what I'm saying? Loosely giving you a generalization. I want to take the opportunity, though, to say, you see, in probing these things, recall, Muta, that before 2013, when a new act came into being, and we used to distinguish between slander and libel, and what is actionable per se in laws, we would say, and what you would have to go prove to get a very serious, I don't want to say charge, but you know what I mean, an outcome. Recall that no, the publishing and those words have very different definition, and what is deemed as information covers, for example, social media. and those things. So I take your attention, for example, to the act amended in 2013, which now includes electronic communication as a means of disseminating defamatory material. And I'll go as far as the definition for the public's purposes to say the act defines electronic communication as a communication of information in the form of data, text, which was not a creature of a law in the 1960s, for example, right? Because the new Defamation Act replaced, for example, the 1851 Libel and Slander Act, and also replaced the 1961 Defamation Act, noting, of course, that the two of them merged now to say we don't have separation in headers anymore. It's one defamation. So in the 1960s, we wouldn't have anybody texting anybody. So you find that these communication methodologies that we're using now are so covered, and it means that by means of the guided or the unguided electronic energy or both, so the app goes into all of that to include the internet as a form of electronic communication. So it covers all of these things that we may post, text, tweet, or whatever the things we do on the internet. And so persons have to kind of be minded that although we have these defenses, so to speak, and I must add that the defenses are not limited to the defenses I just outlined. It's not about just fair comment and truth and stuff. The court allows for any other thing that you can prove as to why you need to be exempted from the tort of defamation.
Let me ask you this now.
Mm-hmm.
If a person come and say, why the government really slack and lackadaisical,
Mm-hmm.
How them allow poison to come in the country when them know that the poison is banned in other countries?
Like what you just say.
Yeah. So, how them would have work out that as defamation?
Well, first of all, poison is loosely constructed. I'm not trying to try a case on air. You know me. And this is not legal advice. So I need to say that, obviously, I'm a lawyer at the Jamaican bar. But I find where you're going. I mean, poison is loosely said. In my estimation, that it can be construed otherwise. Poison is loosely said, but it is, what are you referring to?
No, poison is because... Because the thing that I'm talking about is poison.
Right.
It's carried, it's the place that it's coming from. Mm-hmm. A lot of people sue the company them for that poison and win the case.
Precisely where I was going. So that's why I was doing the rhetorical to say, what are you classifying as poison? Because one, if it is that you're saying they bring in poison and then this is something that has already been tested, trusted, proven, and also have been interpreted in other jurisdictions on here, and there are precedents available, then it's not a loose construct anymore. So it can be that you can say, well, this is poison because in the USA, for example, it has been determined to be harmful.
Yeah, and people can go put and win millions of dollars with the company. Them.
Right, and so that's what I'm saying. If you go directly to the defenses, though sometimes it is a case where, and it's not sometimes either, let me not say that, all cases are going to be judged on their facts, right?
Hold on. I'm talking to Natasha. She's a liar, very... up there liar, Natasha, may I ask you something?
Yes, Muta.
All right, when you watch TV, when CNN, NBC, I think, some of the journalists them come on and say, the president is an idiot. That come under our freedom of speech, or what is that? Can you say